Hi, this is Steve O'Mooney, and you're listening to another production of the Four-Eyed Radio Network at foureyeradio.com.
This Four-Eyed Radio production is brought to you by America Joy Print Shop. All your printing needs taken care of in one convenient place. Visit americajoy.com for business cards, flyers, banners, decals, car wraps, and more. Visit americajoy.com.
Save file corrupted.
Hey, paisanos! It's the Super Mario Brothers Super Show!
With the Mario Brothers and plumbing's a game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. If your sink is in trouble, you can call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers. Hooked on the brothers.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Save File Corrupted. This is Prometheus.
This is Bobby Beetle.
This is Agamemnon.
So, what games have you guys been playing?
Actually, I've been playing Mass Effect 2.
Classic.
Well, I just started. I started a new character. I'm going Adept. I've never done it before. So it's not a new game, obviously.
Yeah.
But I love Mass Effect series. I like trying new things. That's what I'm doing. But what I have played recently is Ryse.
Oh.
Instead of Rome.
I'm
a buddy of mine's Xbox One colleague from work.
Son of Rome. You
How is
son of Rome.
The graphics, it's Crytek, so they look fucking amazing. Aside from this article right here. But, everything looks great. So, like, if there's, like, a game to show off the next-gen graphics, it'll be Ryse. Like Ryse will be one of those games. You're like, oh, you want to see, like, what the contrast is from, like, current-gen to next-gen graphics? Like, Ryse is just, like, fucking brr.
Nice.
Like, all graphics and just fucking awesome.
What's the fighting engine like?
That's the stale part. It's literally, you have one button to attack.
Oh, that's lame.
You got an attack, you have like, well, it's not that. So before people like get angry at me, so you have a parry, you have a block, and you have an attack.
Yeah.
So you can do like a parry, like time it right, and do a parry, and then you just swipe at them literally.
Yeah.
You swipe at them until you get it down to they have like a skull on their top of their head, and then you can do a slow-mo kill, whatever they're called.
Okay.
And so the slow-mo kills, basically when you do those kills, like in the middle of that kill, you can choose to like, basically like you get somebody that life, right? They get a skull, you do a slow-motion kill so you can get bonuses.
Yeah.
So you just, kill them normally, and then you just go on to the next guy. But if say you're like running low on health, when you do a slow-mo kill at the end, like the crits, I guess, it gives you health back when you kill somebody that way.
Yeah.
So the thing is, when you do the slow-mo and you get your health back, it like fills up your health gauge, like almost like immediately. It's very rewarding.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really punish you at all,
Gotcha.
which is weird for a fighting game, or for a game with fighting elements into it. Because basically you get into it, there's not really much punishment because it rewards you so much on something that you didn't even really do. You just press X to go into this slow motion thing while you're like mashing X already.
Yeah.
So it's it looks fantastic. The fighting, like the slow motion kills and stuff, they get really stale, like within like first chapter status.
Oh wow!
Like they get old like immediately. Like you see the same one twice. Like after the first three guys.
Oh wow!
So they're just still there's more than that, There's a lot of cool kills, and you can actually there's actually one time I was taking on I was like fighting this guy, right? And like, well, the AI is really dumb, dude, and especially like. This is the main part, because when you go into the slow motion animation, when you're like killing a guy, you like chop his leg off, it's basically like Leonidas mode. Like just when you go in slow motion, it's basically he's just doing like cuts the arm off, kicks him to the ground, stabs him on the ground. You're like, fuck yeah. So basically, when you do that, though, everybody else that was like you're fighting, they back away while you're doing that.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, they don't interrupt you, but they reward you so much for doing this without you didn't really have to do anything to get these rewards. You just have to keep fighting this guy. So if the punishment was that they can interrupt you, then the reward would make much more sense.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like if you actually had a risk of doing those slow motion kills, then yeah, it would make more sense. But there's no punishment.
Yeah,
you just do it. You get all your health back. Go on to the next guy. The AI looks at you like Dynasty Warrior style, just like kill me now.
Yeah,
just kill me. Like they're really dumb. So you have to play like on hard mode to get like a normal mode.
Oh wow.
I don't know if I'm being too critical because I expect more out of like actions, but it's just like they don't really do anything. You know what I mean? And like you're just you're already a badass off the bat, which is cool. But there's like nobody can take you on like immediately. Like you're fucking like a god. Like if you're just not dumb, you can just kill everybody. You know what I mean? Like it's basically like Assassin's Creed or like Sleeping Dogs or something like where like. Or Assassin's Creed mainly, where you hit a button when he does the animation, like when he hits you with the sword, like as soon as the sword impacts on him, you hit it again, and he does like a stream of like hits. Okay. You know, they're just like left slash, right slash. They don't look cool at all. That's just how the system works. So you do that until you get his health down to where he gets a skull, so you can just finish him off with a slow mo kill.
Gotcha.
That's what the whole game is. The fighting doesn't change.
Oh,
so if you get javelins that you don't even aim, you just lock on a target and he just throws them perfectly at them, which is cool. So basically,
can you curve the
if
javelins?
you don't have any need, to be challenged and you just want to go through the game and experience what no story it has, you really won't die unless you're just careless.
Gotcha.
Which I was careless a lot. I was just like but there was a really cool part that I like because the graphics are badass and the animations are really fucking cool. But you just do them so many times, you know?
Yeah.
But there was one time I was fighting this one guy. I was like getting him off me, and this fucking like sumo dude, they're like big fat dudes, like you know, they're basically just stronger enemies.
Yeah.
He started attacking me from the back, so I hit him, and the other guy attacked me from the back because my shield parrying like wasn't going through.
Yeah.
I guess my timing was a little bit off. But he kept going through, so like I literally kept swiping at both of them. Then they both had a skull across their head. So I finished off the big sumo guy. But like the animations are like you literally press X like a few times during the sequence to do more hits. So like say like you go into the slow mo, right?
Yeah.
So the guy throws a hit and you press X. He like dodges that hit, right? And like cuts him. And so during that same part, I hit X again for the next slow mo part.
Yeah.
But he went to the other dude and like freaking like okay, well so like. You parry the first guy, right? You parry him, you block him, and then like you swipe at his chest. Then the other guy to the left, you do another slow motion prompt, like a quick time event.
Yeah.
And then he puts up his shield and blocks the other guy's sword out of nowhere. I had no idea he was going to go into a double kill animation.
Yeah.
But he just did out of nowhere. So I blocked this guy, swipe him, blocks the other dude without even looking like fucking Leonidas style. Goes up to the guy, chops his fucking arm off that he swung the sword with, goes back to the other guy, slits his neck, and goes back to the other guy, stabs him on the ground, goes back to the other guy, stabs him in the stomach, then another slow motion part to pull the sword out.
Nice.
And like they're both dead. I was like, I was so excited, dude. That was easily the best part of the game. It was like I was trying to do that the whole time. Like literally, if you play the game, run around like when you get people to low health, get the skull on them. I will literally. I don't know if you can do it to more people than two. But I would literally just go ahead and like get skulls on like two people at a time and just do the quick time event because they're fucking badass and they're really. There's a lot of different variations of them too. So that's like where all the graphics, I think, or like all the animations went. I guess like double kills and like the slow motion kills, but all of that is what the game is. Like every level, and that's like the first chapter.
Okay.
And so you can purchase upgrades and stuff with like stuff you get, with like experience you get in game. It takes a while to get that experience, but with the whole upgrade system, you can they literally have an option to just buy all the upgrades, microtransactions. So it's a $60 game, and they're giving you microtransactions to level up your character.
That's fucking lame.
So you pay for full price for a game for them to want more money out of you from the skill menu. I've never seen that from a game before.
Yeah.
From a skill menu, if you want to buy this skill now, pay us money.
Yeah.
So you can't unlock it through the game?
You can.
Oh, okay.
It just takes a little bit of time, and it'll take like the normal progression of a game, but it's really slow though because they slow down the normal progression to make it more appealing to buy the upgrade. I only played like 2 chapters, but
I can only empathize with that. Not empathize. That's
not
the
for
wrong
a
word.
$60 game though.
Well then to have an issue with that, then you'd have to have an issue with the way DICE does the DLC for Battlefield. Because they do the exact same thing, really slow leveling system. But hey, for $20 you can unlock all the vehicle unlocks, all your character unlocks.
It doesn't unlock anything that is gained through normal multiplayer progression. It only gives like some extras and like a few unlocks and like all like your gadgets and stuff. Which is true. They definitely do that, but it doesn't level you up faster, and it doesn't give you all the shit. It just gives you a good amount of stuff. Which is basically...
Well, you have access to guns that you normally wouldn't until you put in like 10 hours to reach level 40.
That's true. It's definitely a shortcut.
Well, I would say more than 10 hours to reach level 40. It takes, like 80 hours.
Well, no, well, it doesn't level you up though. It's the only thing. It gives you a whole bunch of weapons like that. Yeah, that's true that you wouldn't get them until you put in that amount of time. Which is why it's a shortcut kit and not a buy to win. It's a shortcut kit and not a free to. I can't. That fucking advertisement threw me off. What was I saying? Oh, it's a shortcut kit and not a pay to win kit. That's the difference I was looking for. Because literally your whole skill tree is available to just buy. From the first level, you go into the menu, and you click on Upgrade, it takes you to a Xbox Live Marketplace store. So, like, literally, it takes you out of the game. But yeah, well, Battlefield, I do see where you're coming from, but I guess I'm defending it. Well, I'm EA, so I defend everything.
I think one of the biggest differences would be with Rome, it sounds like there's not much in the game to begin with, and they still want to charge you for even more. Like, obviously, there's not really much of a story. Yeah. It's pretty much just a hack and slash.
It definitely
is. Pay more to get more of the same that you're already getting.
It's the best looking hack and slash I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
It's fucking, it's crazy looking good. You literally look at it, you know? And even if you're going into it for, like, oh, I love the Roman history of the Roman Empire.
Yeah.
You won't get any satisfaction out of it. Because I think there's more, obviously I only played 2 chapters, so I can be hypocritical in that part. But I didn't see the story going anywhere.
Yeah.
It's all a story I didn't care about. Oh, my father died right there. Like, you're Roman, dude. Get the fuck over it.
Kill some
Not even that. It wasn't even sad in the first place.
Yeah.
I saw it coming from the first fucking, like, welcome to Rome. Ryse.
They're dead.
It's literally like if you watch somebody play or if you played it, you can literally call what's about to happen. Like you're a fucking fortune teller, you know? Like, oh, it's just, this is a fucking script. Crytek doesn't write stories, they do graphics, they make Crysis.
Yeah.
Crysis is about aliens invading, that's all you need to know. It looks fucking good. And you can do a lot of good shit, which is why I was disappointed because they had great gameplay in Crysis. And this one they didn't do anything.
Yeah,
with
it sounds like they really it sounds like they're almost out of time. They're like, well, we did all the graphics, now let's do a really quick fighting system.
Whoever they told someone to do hey, can you do a quick fighting system? And we're going to make it look badass.
Yeah,
that's what it is. You do the slash. Oh, slow motion kill. Slash. Slow motion kill. And mind you, there's freaking 14 guys you got to kill. So imagine doing that and the slow motion. Limited amount of animations for all 15 of those guys, right? So that would get stale just for those 15 guys.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine just going through a level of just nothing but guys and guys and guys and guys. And then you're just doing the same thing over and over and over, and every time you go into a slow motion kill, everybody just watches you. You literally see everybody just looking at you be badass,
It's really unfortunate because if you look at a game like say God of War, which is a hack and slash game, but there's actual combos, there's things you can do.
People were comparing it to it's like God of War and shit like that, and I was just like, God of War is fun though. I think I literally.
If you wanted to throw them in the air, you could.
I've never played God of War. I've never played a God of War game. I've seen Agamemnon play. Well, I think I've seen RoboCop. Play the first one. I think I saw you play the second one. Remember that?
God of Puzzles.
I remember God of Puzzles.
Well.
And I saw Agamemnon freaking beast the third one. Which one was the one that you did with the hell mode or? Was it the first one or second one?
God of War 3 on the hardest. I only have one trophy to get, and I have to get through that puzzle box without dying. That's the only trophy I need, and I get platinum.
Yeah, so I saw you do the third one. I think more than once, but they're all really good looking games. You can obviously there's combos in the game. You throw somebody up in the air, you got air moves and stuff. Obviously, Rome is grounded in realism.
Yeah.
There's magic and shit that I saw.
Huh.
Even if you're not a part, you're obviously not a part of it. You're just a big grunt. You're a big ass Captain Marius. But yeah, you're not a mystical person at all.
Yeah,
you're just doing grounded, realistic. You're a badass swordsman. You're a badass Roman soldier, which is cool. But that's all you do.
Yeah.
You hack and you slash, and you block and you parry and you cut arms off.
You slow.
Which sounds cool.
You Dynasty Warrior everywhere.
Dynasty Warrior has way more animations.
Wow. That says it all.
Because Dynasty Warrior, you go hit, and then you can cancel any of those hits into a triangle move.
Yeah, that's
which does
true.
a different
You get the
move.
charge moves and all
This
that.
you just slash, or you can throw an auto aim javelin until you slow motion this guy to death.
Yeah,
that's literally what it is.
That's so disappointing because it's PS1 had a better system than that. It's supposed to be next gen, and they're like, let's not spend any time trying to make this
gameplay fun. I'm not saying that it's not enjoyable to a lot of people. I know a lot of people that enjoy the shit out of it because it is that simple.
Yeah.
You go in, you're not going to die. A lot of people like that, you know, which is really, I guess it makes sense how to say it out loud. For a lot of people who are just getting next-gen systems, they're new to the whole thing. The Ryse is a good game, because they don't have to try that hard.
Yeah.
They literally have fun. It's a really good-looking game. I can't get over it.